Welcome everyone, this is Deepak here in API performance testing using Apache Jmeter part 4. So let's see what is today's agenda. Today's agenda is to add the assertions, to validate the response, add additional test reports, save the test report and validate the test results. So I strongly recommend you to please see the previous video where we have discussed what is API, how to install the Apache Jmeter and Java, MacBook and Windows system, and we also discussed how to add the thread group, HTTP request, view listeners, and couple of important stuff in previous session. Let's start today's sessions. So first things we need to discuss add a session to the validate the response. In the last session we discussed how to run the request with one user and we had validated the test response, but it is not feasible since we have only two requests here. We came here, we have seen the response code 200, but we can't. When we have thousands of the APIs, it is not really feasible to go one by one API to see the response code as a 200 which was expected. So we have one options in Apache Jmeter. We can add the assertion. So let's see how to add the assertion in the same request. To add the assertion to our script, we will go to the thread group, add, then we will go to let me see where this option. Yes, we have here response assertion, so we will click on response assertion, and to see this response assertion result we will also add the listener. So we'll go here, add sampler, listener and assertion result. So now we'll go to the response assertion. So here we can add this many type of the assertion: text response, response code, response message, response header, request header, URL sampled, document text, ignore status, request data. In previous session we have validated the response code which we are getting 200 which was expected. So let's copy this response code. Let's go to response assertion. So we have one type mentioned here, response code. Check that. And we have add button here. Click on add button and we can add the response code 200 here. So once you add this one, go back to your request, clear the previous results. So we don't have any previous results, and let's run it. So when we run it, we will see assertions should be added here. Let me see why it's not working. Give me a moment, guys. So yeah, we did a small mistake here, guys. So while adding assertions, we will add to individual API. So for this one, we have added the response assertion. To add the response assertion, click on the HTTP request, add, and same place we can go and add. We can add the response assertion, and similar way we will do with the second API as well. So response assertion and add it. To view the results, we will add the response assertion result. Let's clear everything and run it. So when we run it, now we no need to go back to our view result tree. Here only we can see response assertion result. So we since we are not getting any error message, both are successful. Now we need to validate it is successful or not. So let's modify response code. We are expecting 200 response code and just update here something different. So for example, I'm updating 400, and here as well 400. Now save it. After saving is, let's clear the previous results. Now run again. So here see our both APIs getting failed. So what is saying? Response assertion test failed. Code expected to be expected to 200, but we are getting the 400. Test result code expected to be contain 200, but we are getting 400. So let's update the response assertion code which we are expecting. It's 200. Yes, and similar way here as well. And now save it. On save, we'll clear the previous test results. Now assertion result, run. Oh, still it's failing. Let me see why it is still failing, guys. Yes guys, we had a small issue. We had added the assertion in API level, so that's reason getting multiple, all the assertions getting applicable to structure way. Now we have added the assertion API level. You can see this API have assertion and this API have assertions. Both we have added 200, which is expected ones. So let's clear previous results. Let's run it. Now we'll see the assertion result. Both are pass. If you want to validate once again, just go back here, change code, maybe 100 something, save it, don't forget to save it, and here also we'll change to, let's keep as it is and see what is the result now. Clear the previous result and run it. So when you run it, so first one we have put 200, which is expected, so it is not failed, but second one is failed. It's containing 100 and we are expecting a 200. So this way we no need to go to view result. Again, we can validate view result as well, but we no need to go to view result. We will have a result here itself. So this is the advantage of adding the assertion. Assertion we can add not only for response code, we can add for the message as well. We can add for text response as well, other things as well. It's very simple as we see. Next topic is add additional test report. How to present the test report to your management, your lead, your manager. We need a tabular format test results. How to get that? So for that, just go to your Apache Jmeter, go to your thread group, go to add and listener. So we have this many are the listeners, which is used for the reviewing the results and generating the reports. So couple of listeners are very important. One is view result, just now we've seen. We have one more is summary report. Click on summary report. So it will give you the tabular format data. So let's see other report as well same time. So we'll add a listener, and we have here graph also. We can add the graph. It is only useful when we have more data. We can see the good graph, and we have a aggregate report. So now we have added the report. Let's clear the previous result to see these reports. So we have cleared the previous all the data. We will run again. So since we have a two sample, it's saying one, this is API name, sample 1, sample 2, and this is the average time we have taken, medium time taken, 90% time taken, 95% time taken, and 99% time taken. And these all the timings which mentioned here is in millisecond. So 1 millisecond, 1000 millisecond is equal to 1 second. And throughput, we can see throughput, and this is error. So here we are getting some error. We'll see why error is coming. Let's go to view result tree here. Okay, 200. Let's see the assertion results. Oh, we forgot to change the code to 200. So let's modify that 200. We'll update 200 here. This kind of small mistake we will do normally scripting it, but it is just we will always update it based on requirements. We'll save it, we'll clear the result, and we'll run again. So let's go to a grade report. So this time there is no error, and tool sample, and this is timing we have capture. This is very tabular format which we can give to our management team. And graph also, we will get the graph here, but since we have only 2 data, it's not looks very good, but when we have more data we can see graph here as well, and same kind of information available here as well. Summary, this is summary, sample 2, average, minimum, max, standard deviation, error, there is no error, throughput 6.2 per second, and for this first API, second API 24.4. So this is the way we will add the more reports and graphs. So next one is save the test report. How to save the test report? Saving a test report is very simple. So let's go to, for example, I want to save a grid report, summary report. So on this page at bottom we have